confidence is often the difference between you being completely single or having an absolute stunner of a girlfriend. It can be the difference between you getting no promotions in the workplace and many promotions. It's a huge status difference, and quite often confidence is the variable. I get a lot of questions on this, especially in terms of what hormones are going to help you become more confident. I think it's a very, very good question. Some of these guys, they want to attract better women, or any woman or a girlfriend. Some of them want to be taken more seriously in the workplace. And they are right in that confidence is a huge, huge deal. There's a lot of people in the black pill community who like to obsess over looks. Looks are the first thing to address, and they're obviously very important. But unless you are an outlier, like you are extremely good looking or 6'6" or something, or you're extremely overweight or you're extremely ugly, it's usually confidence that's the deal breaker, the make or break factor. So it's life changing. And before I get to talking about hormones and the specifics and numbers, I can tell you based on my experience the things that seem to be the biggest things for confidence. And I don't think it can be faked. I think faking it comes across as a little bit cringy. I think it's a feeling, and it comes across in tiny little behaviors that you can't really fake. Not for very long anyway. But it's extremely powerful. Women are more attracted to you instinctively. They don't really know why. Guys tend to respect you more, or they act differently around you because they can sense it. It's an intuitive thing. Based on my experience, and not everyone's going to be the same as me, but I would call it the winner effect. Testosterone is very important, but the testosterone itself, I think it's the winner effect. It's winning that does it. Where you start to carry yourself differently, you start to talk differently, you start to, your icon, like tiny little things change, and it all adds up to a more confident demeanor. And it's winning that does it. So winning for you, it could be getting new promotions at work. It could be making more money, growing a new business. It could be gaining a ton of muscle. So like I've spoken about how my arms used to be 14 inches. Now they're 16, and that's 16 inches lean, which is a very different thing to 16 inches chubby, chunky, like a lot of guys have. And so there's different types of winning. Whatever winning is to you, that's what's going to lead to it. And the testosterone helps you to win. That's the real key. Because you have more energy, you have more focus, you have more determination, more resilience. Times get hard, which with any goal that's worth doing, whether you want to get that Greek god physique or you want to build a new business, you're going to suffer from negative emotions. There's going to be times where you want to quit. There's going to be setbacks. And these low T guys, their immediate response to any kind of negative emotion is to knee-jerk response and then run in the opposite direction because they're scared. And that's one problem. Another problem is they don't have the energy to work hard enough to get to where they need to be to win, basically. That's another problem. A third one is that they just quit too easily. They don't have the resilience. And testosterone helps with all of those things. And all of those things then make it easier to win. And that's where the confidence comes from. You also have, so there's the testosterone angle. There's also the stress hormones angle. If you're talking about anxiety, when your cortisol and your adrenaline are really, really high, your heart rate goes up, you start sweating, you start swallowing more here, which are all signs of nerves. Some guys do this because they massively overconsume things like caffeine and they have a magnesium deficiency. and that can lead to all those things. Some guys get it through being sleep deficient, sleep deprived, and so those are some very physical things to watch out for. Raising your testosterone levels to like 1,000 tends to help with the way your body responds to cortisol. So a higher testosterone level will make your visible signs of nerves less extreme if you're going to do a public, like a presentation or something, or some kind of event that would normally make you anxious. So there's quite a few physical things to watch out for. It's not just testosterone, it's also cortisol and adrenaline. Magnesium, definitely get more magnesium, guys, if you're anxious. Cardio helps because of the endorphins. But in terms of the psychology, it's winning that really makes you more confident. And if you've ever noticed as well, back when I was single, and you do approaches, the approach after a really successful one with a really attractive woman tends to also be successful as well, because you've got more of a positive vibe, your behavior is different, you carry yourself differently, and the next woman can sense it. So the winner effect is very real on a minute-to-minute basis, but it's really powerful when it's month-to-month and things start building and a business starts scaling. I think that's a really big one, a really common one. It's something I can relate to the most. But this is where confidence comes from. It comes from winning, and winning is made easier by getting to 1,000 testosterone or so, at least 800. So I think that's more or less it for this video. I talk a lot more about the overall fundamentals you're going to need in order to get to the 1,000 testosterone in this video here. It's the life lessons I've learned along the way. Watch that video. It could save you years of pain and hard work, because it took me almost 10 years to get to high testosterone because I kept making mistakes. This video shows you the mistakes I made, the ones you need to avoid, so you don't spend 10 years chasing high testosterone. You get there in 1 year potentially, depending on your starting point. So check out that video, and I'll see you.